Fellow audience, welcome, greetings, God bless you. This is a wonderful opportunity for each and everyone to get connected and hear what we have for you. Over.
Good evening, His Eminence Archbishop Michael Chang Abongwa, our Prime Minister, our brother, our father, our friend, our beloved friend and comrade. We thank you for this session today. We praise your efforts. We ask God to continue to give you the strength and stamina to do the great works that you are doing for Ambazonia. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You're warmly welcome. We want to salute in an exceptional way the great challenges endured by the President of the Republic of Ambazonia, by the soldiers who are defending a homeland, by the indigenous people of Ambazonia at home and abroad, and all who have a heart to see our people live in freedom for which the Lord set us free. Welcome once again on this special meeting, this special outing, this special talking point, where we shall be touching a good number of things. Let us hear once again a hearty salute from the servant of the nation of Ambazonia, His Excellency Dr. Florentine Punch.
Thank you very much, Prime Minister Archbishop Michael Abongwa. Thank you so much for also this laudable initiative in having this educative and interactive talk with our people. And I know it's very late in Ground Zero now, I think about 1 a.m. However, we are their humble and trusted servants. So we would continue this effort, and hopefully our technical desk will have the entire Zoom meeting or discussion we are having today posted on our social media handles such as Twitter, Facebook, and so on, even YouTube in the coming days. But crucial, if we are talking to them today, for those who are listening, for those who have joined, it is because matters are at hand. And I know you have a lot in store, His Eminence. Over.
Thank you so much. Welcome, fellow Ambazonia. Welcome to this very educative and interactive program. This is an encounter, not just an encounter with fellow Ambazonians, it's an encounter with truth and facts. So we shall be looking at how to rescue Ambazonia from scams, from scammers, from scamming fundraisers. We shall be looking at the Republic of Ambazonia government. And before we look at the Republic of Ambazonia government vis-a-vis other outfits that exist in the liberation struggle as governments, as governing council, as liberation movements, what we would like everyone to know is that His Excellency launched a special rescue mission for the Republic of Ambazonia. And the word rescue has to go with the fact that something is at stake. The freedom of Ambazonians is at stake. The sovereignty of Ambazonia, of the Republic of Ambazonia, is almost, mortgaged. And so necessitates a rescue action, a rescue mission team. And so, what shall we be rescuing the Republic of Ambazonia from, Your Excellency?
Yes, the royal government had to be rescued. They had to be rescued from agents of the Republic du Cameroon, agents of who are occupying our homeland, the occupiers, who were at the point of almost snatching it off from our hands. And we sat as sovereignty folks and said, no, this was not going to happen. And we carried the special rescue mission into that dimension of things. And we've rescued the Republic of Ambazonia as a state, its government. We now setting up or trying to set up a new government. Again, this was crucial. We had to do it. There is a lot at stake. There is a lot at stake. We have quite a lot at stake. The royal government is the original and legit government.
Yes, Your Excellency. Before we
Yes.
go to the royal government, we are still talking about rescuing Ambazonia from scammers, from scam, from
Absolutely, absolutely.
promises, and
Yes, we have a lot of our indigents, if I should call them indigents, but anyway, they're not behaving like indigents. They're behaving like ordinary Ambazonians who may have perhaps naturalized in Ambazonia some time ago through their parents or something like that. Because it's so shocking that some people are opening up scamming funds to raise money and pocket. They don't use it for the liberation struggle. They don't use it. And these are the same people who have promised so many things. They promised prison break, Boya prison break, Bamida prison break. Nothing happened. So there's quite a lot at stake that we have to rescue. The special rescue mission is actually expanding and multiplying its tentacles so that we rescue Ambazonians in the diaspora, we rescue Ambazonians in ground zero from these cameos mafia schools, I call them. Yes. Some of them came up with firepower at some point, promised firepower. It was all a scam, it was abandoned. Then when the referendum issue came up, they tried to hijack it. In fact, they hijacked it. It was just sing-song on their bottle dance television. And it's such a shame. It's such a shame these things are happening. They're talking about it on this, is it APC or is it Crashing TV or something like that? It was up and down. When it died, now we are hearing of something else. That we have to hire lobbyists. We have to hire lobbyists.
Yes, Mr. President. Before we go, we know that the foundation of our educative, interactive encounter is based on truth and fact, and not on generalizations and so on. So I would want to say, as far as ABC is concerned, ABC is supposed to have been a state television, that's Ambazonia Broadcasting Corporation. And I don't think they made such an utterance in favor of the referendum, be it exclusive or multi-choice referendum. I think it is on ABC that the issue of referendum was actually denied.
Okay.
And the question was, why not go for a plebiscite instead of rushing after a referendum? Okay, so you might have been trying to refer to ABS, which is
ABS.
Africa Broadcasting Service.
Yeah. They
So,
were talking about the multiple choice there. and just accepting everything from the UN, so-called UN referendum kind of proposals that came from the Hudson Institute, isn't it? Yes, it was ABS TV. Thank you so much for that correction. It was ABS TV, and it was so shocking when I heard that. I know one of our senior comrades and strong advocates for restoration of our sovereignty, senior comrade Edwin Gang, actually proposed a much better idea, even though the referendum issue is something that is not applicable for Ambazonia. He was talking of the binary question, for a referendum, but it didn't go that far, as we must have heard in the previous sessions. Organized by university in the US or university professors. They were talking about the possibility of Cameroon accepting or rejecting. So the referendum is something that, again, unfortunately, will not serve our best interests. So I'm appealing through this session that sovereignty doctrinaires such as senior comrade Adrian Gang should reconsider actually totally dropping that idea of having a referendum. Ambazonians, the Republic of Ambazonia needs to sit on a table, negotiation table with La République du Cameroon and iron out their terms of leaving our homeland.
I think, fellow Ambazonians, you have heard from the horse's own mouth. And I agree fully with the president that we, the Republic of Ambazonia, do not entertain the referendum issue. We propagate because we believe in the sovereignty doctrine, in the presentation of the sovereignty and the recognition of this sovereignty. And the second point is we believe that it is an assumption that there is a UN supervised referendum, a UN supervised exclusive referendum. UN has not proposed any referendum. UN will not force a referendum on the Republic of Cameroon, on Republic of Ambazonia. United Nations may encourage, but will not. And so there is nowhere any UN supervised referendum promised either by lobbies or by any school of thought. That is what the Republic of Ambazonia has to say it out there clear to rescue those who have been deceived by the referendum fallacy, especially of multiple choice.
His Eminence, do you know people were deceived to the point that they felt they should be packing their bags and selling their properties from the diaspora? Very soon they'll be going home. And I wept for my people. I really wept. It's so unfortunate that some people are still propagating that to use as a means, as a driving tool, driving vehicle, so as to carry out their scam funding operations, raise money and pocket, which is sad. It's unacceptable. And through this forum, this educative and interactive platform, you've birthed. I think we will be doing more of these sessions because our people need to be told the truth and only the truth. And you, as a man of God, I always appreciate your effort in that direction, always seeking for the truth and just the truth. Because we will go nowhere if we don't speak the truth to our people. We will go nowhere. Diasporans will achieve little if we don't speak truth to our people.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. The Republic of Ambazonia really needs to join hands. Indigenous people of Ambazonia need to join hands to see that this rescue mission is effective. Could we now say we have rescued Republic of Ambazonia from firepower, so on, but we cannot say this ignoring or giving a blind eye to MTBB. Your take?
Yeah, we cannot. We've done well to rescue the government, and we are in place of reshuffling everything. Well, that was a good one, but we've not completely rescued Ambazonia, the Republic of Ambazonia. If we don't come to the people and say to them, be watchful about the mafia schools of scam, of fundraising to pay for lobbies and so on. So there are many of those distractions going on, I'll call them. So it is important that we continue, otherwise, the special rescue mission would have failed. But it won't fail because we are watching. We are watching like hawks, and we would come to the people and counter. I know, I know some people would say, oh, because it is an IG. There's nothing like an IG out there. Those are pseudo governments. They have no place. They create a lot of confusion in the diplomatic arena. They should be shut down. They should be closed.
Before we come to that, Your Excellency,
Yes.
I think it will be better to actually finish with the issue of rescuing Ambazonia without, destroying or damaging people's spirits and aspirations. Because across the board, as a servant of the Most High, I believe that they are genuine Ambazonians, Southern Cameroonians, who are actively involved, and some who are just observing, aspiring, and yet to get in, depending on how we present the truth, the facts, and what we are really out to rescue. Firepower has
His
not.
Eminence, should I say some of them are trapped and need to be told the truth? Because speaking the truth is being is part of the mission of the special rescue mission. Actually, it's part of the special rescue mission because when they get enlightened, and they should come to the platform and ask questions. Even after this on the Facebook pages, I'll be going over comments and trying to see if I can answer as much as possible. The communication team, the Department of Communication will be dealing with those questions as well, because our people, they need to know the truth, because there's no point hanging on a train that will go nowhere.
Very correct. Absolutely. We understand that the firepower promise has just come in somewhere along the line where there was already some kind of firepower on the ground and the rest. And the issue of MTBB, my trip to Boya, was received by almost all, and contributed to. There is something that happens. We may not have time to be calling on each individual, but it has left a very painful wound on the hand, on the heart of Ambazonians. But we thank God that Ambazonians are very, very forgiving.
Absolutely.
One example we had was from Dr. Sako Samuel Ekome, who asked to be given a second chance, and a second chance was given. Now, having touched the issue of lobby, the lobby stuff is not the first time we're hearing about lobby. We heard about the first lobby firm. Could you remember that? And monies were put into. What became of that? And where were the people who are now proposing another lobby firm? Were they part of that or not? Or they just saw that that brought in a lot of money so they could use that to get monies again? Or it is because they could not revive or follow suit? That might not be a direct question to you, but I know they are out there listening.
A lot of my trip to Boya money, some of it was even used to buy prawns, buy crab, and people were eating in nice restaurants, hiring vehicles as all sort of exorbitant costs. Some of the monies were told, we've got some bits of evidence here and there, was used to finance people's styles of living, the style of living they only dreamt about, which is sad while our people are dying, while our people are suffering. Some are dying on the way to the United States in the Amazon forest. Some are dying in the desert. Some are dying in the Sahara Desert. Some are dying in the Mediterranean just because of the occupation of our homeland. And people are given almost $1 million US, and they prove to be so devilish, because that is being devilish. I don't know what else to say. The Republic of Ambazonia that we are leading will provide explicit accountability for any funds we raise. So that will never occur. And I know, for example, you, Archbishop Abongwa, you're a great and very honest and transparent person. So most of the members coming in to join your cabinet are equally very transparent, and we will prove to our people, we can do it even much better than our forebears.
Yes, honesty is my best policy. And it is our prayer that we do not throw the precious baby with the bath because the water is dirty. So we will not also dwell on serious sweeping statements or assumptions. We will be talking how the expectations of Ambazonians have not been met either by the Maitreya Boya promises or the firepower or the $1 million donors or the referendum stuff, which was finally discovered that UN in no way promised or opted for. If there's those individual positions were given now, especially from one respected former colleague of mine, former ambassador, we would want to underscore here that while he was ambassador under Secretary of State for African Affairs, Honorable Thibault Nag said there was so much of Cameroonianness that there will rather be an internal settlement instead of a separation. Now that he's been out of the office with his government, he now goes for, okay, we're for Ambazonia. What a wonderful friend for Ambazonia. And it is the gullible Ambazonians that will now want to say Thibault Nag is the new messiah for the Republic of Ambazonia or for their Federal Republic of Ambazonia. Who must come to tell us to unite before we unite? Who must come to tell us to go for referendum and so on without examining? Who must tell us, don't talk about your sovereignty, don't talk about this, and then we hear it. Well, we have also seen that
and they also said, he also said, let's not talk about our history. And I was so shocked that intellectuals, Ambazonian intellectuals, bright minds were accepting it and even trumpeting it all over the place, that we should not talk about our history. And we should not talk about our history. We don't help our case. And I said,
that is why, thank you, sorry to cut in, Mr. President. That is why The Republic of Ambazonia is here. We are here to give you historical facts. If you do not write your history, if you do not know your history, your slave masters will write and teach you what to say.
Absolutely.
And that is why we are going to break it down to our mother tongue, what we are doing here. So, for time's sake, we know that ABC, like I said, has not been rescued or crushed by those who have promised that they will do so. But they keep raising funds to support their own private radio at the detriment of rescuing the state media. So if we are going to rescue, we will rescue everything for which Ambazonians have sweated. Mr. President, let's just hurriedly get into the second major talking point, which is the Republic of Ambazonia government. The Republic of Ambazonia government is the original legit government since 1984, succeeding the Republic of Southern Cameroon.
Absolutely.
When you are accused or blamed as an impostor, you're trying to impose your own government or a new government. How do we educate the people of Ambazonia and the international community that historically speaking, the sovereignty of Southern Cameroon, now Ambazonia, was activated in 1959, 1960, and 1961 Federation still respected same sovereignty in a federal system, moving into a united system, which was a unilateral act in violation of constitution and by former President Amadou Ahidjo, and later on by President Bartholomew P. Mvondo Paul Biya in 1984. Where has the Republic of Ambazonia been that people think you are imposing a new government just now?
Thank you so much, Prime Minister Archbishop Abongwa. This is a very pertinent issue, question you've raised as well. It's also an issue because I've been getting reports from the field, people are asking questions and so on. Especially those who wanted the Republic of Ambazonia out of the way because they had created something fictitious and wanted to use it for their own personal benefits, are also spearheading the Blue Army or what kind of army on the social media to tarnish our image. We have not created a new entity. We have not. The Republic of Ambazonia has been in existence since the 80s. And it's legitimate, it's internationally recognized, morally recognized, and backed up. It was birthed by His Royal Highness von Fongum Gojindinka, our father. He came up with the Republic of Ambazonia, defended it. He's been in exile for decades now. His family suffered for that. His children continue to suffer the repercussions of speaking the truth, speaking up for Ambazonians. It has come to a time where we felt it was just so unethical to be dragging an elderly statesman who is in his mid-90s, left and right, to do the liberation diplomatic activities on our behalf, when he had already set a very, very solid legal foundation and even diplomatic for us, the youth, to take upon. We had also got intelligence that there were some agents, which I will not specify details, agents of the occupiers plotting and planning to take over the Republic of Ambazonia so as to crash it. You know, senior comrade and brother, Archbishop Michael Abonga, if someone a terrorist wants to crash a plane, it will take over the control of the plane. And that was what was happening. And we said, no, we won't allow this to happen. And so the special rescue mission was also launched in that direction.
Thank you. I think your fellow Ambazonians, you have heard it from the horse's own mouth. Not a new creation by Dr. Florentin. The Republic of Ambazonia is a continuation of a government that was put in place as a successor state of Southern Cameroon, or Republic of Southern Cameroon, now called Republic of Ambazonia. The government in exile had a seat in London, United Kingdom, under His Royal Majesty Fonfoji Pongum Egoji Dinka. The Republic of Ambazonia, the government in exile, still has its seat in there under the leadership, under the President of Fonfoji. Any other outfit or school of thought that is saying, oh, another creation of another government in 2023, you are misinformed, and it is our duty. It is my duty to inform you that the formation of any other government, be it the government of our dearly beloved, charismatic leader who languishes in the Kondangi prison with a life jail sentence over him. It was in disregard for an existing government, the Republic of Ambazonia. That was the first, government, because that requirement had to be met in order to restore our sovereignty. I would like to quickly move to third point. If we have time, we may come back. The third point is actually a very, very sensitive issue as well. We call it the sovereignty doctrine. The sovereignty doctrine is something that is debated, is argued upon, is misunderstood, misrepresented, ignored by some, but believed and propagated, defended by the Rescue Mission Alliance, who are libertarian, consisting of the IPOA, the indigenous people of Ambazonia. They aspirants to secure and protect the integrity of the revolution or restoration, and AFA, the Africa Freedom Advocacy. This tripartite alliance has stood to defend the Republic of Ambazonian government because the servant of the nation, President Florentin Ponge, is also an Aspire movement community mobilizer for the United Kingdom. And your servant, Archbishop Dr. Nchang Michael Abongwa of the Africa Freedom Advocacy, is also an Aspire movement community mobilizer for Latin America. Now, rescuing this nation, Ambazonia, and its sovereignty from those who say we were never independent, we have never, so we must abandon everything about government and only talk about revolution, revolution, revolution. Dear Mr. President, dear Ambazonians, let us have our share, have our take, and get the truth. Over.
Yes, His Eminence, this is a very, very tricky one, I must say. We are both Aspire members. We are also ROA agents, have been ROA agents, and continue to be ROA agents. And we have now assumed this very important role running the state, the Republic of Ambazonia as a state. Sovereignty, first of all, people need to realize is that supreme power or authority of being able to govern yourself as a state. So the state must have a sovereignty. It's not independence. We had our independence. Sovereignty, the power, that supreme power of governing our own state. The parliament must be sovereign. So one of the things La République du Cameroon did was to shut down our parliament when we came into a fake union with them. A union that, even though as fake as it was supposed to be that of a statutory coming together in which both states were equal in status, equal in every respect. So we are not dying. People are not dying. Indigenous Ambazonians and fellow Ambazonians are not dying and going in the streets, demonstrating, defending their territory just because they want justice, peace, and freedom. They could have all of that, but without sovereignty, the sovereignty of our homeland, we are doomed. And it is from that standpoint that we have been propagating the sovereignty doctrine. Equally, our comrade, senior comrade Edwin Gar of the Aspire movement has been doing the same. I would want to reinforce here that all of that is still part of this special rescue mission. And this tripartite alliance is still existing because people have been asking questions. This tripartite alliance of the indigenous people of Ambazonia, Aspire, and the African Freedom Advocacy is not an alliance based on individuals. It's an alliance not only based on individuals, but based on the bodies, the entities within that alliance. So long as we have Aspire movement members acting and working and propagating the sovereignty doctrine within the Tripartite Alliance, be they be members from from the Aspire, so long as they are propagating this sovereignty doctrine within this Tripartite Alliance, the Tripartite Alliance is still alive. It's still alive and kicking. And
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Is our alliance open for more parties, interested parties, or the doors are closed?
No, we are open for more Ambazonians to come in and join. We are open, completely open. Yeah.
All right. So I thank you very much. I think Ambazonians, you understand that we are not asking you, to dissolve your movement, your governing council, or your pressure group for liberation outfit. But we are asking that as all of us aspire for a free and independent, recognized Republic of Ambazonia, we can be party to this alliance. That is going to carry us to the fourth point, and two more, and we are done. The fourth point we want to talk about tonight or this morning, fellow Ambazonians, is the government of national unity. The government of national unity is not a killer, but a galvanizer and a recipient. If this is how open the Prime Minister and head of government is, if this is how open the President of the Republic of Ambazonia is, it is only important for liberationists, revolutionists, and restorationists to step in, embrace this golden opportunity. It is a transitional government which is based on the amended 1st October 1960 social contract. Mr. President, am I in order?
You are in order. You are totally in order. You are in line with these aspects of your government, our government, the people's government. We are from the base. The Republic of Ambazonia is the base. And the base can hold, or the foundation of the house can withstand several number of flaws, depending on how strong it is. We can get only stronger only if we follow that route of a government of national unity. And we have emphasized, we have been talking, and you have been talking all these days. You've been so busy, you've been traveling, meeting people. I am currently, on this day, the 26th of October, 2023, I'm not in the United Kingdom. I am out there pushing hard for our recognition, pushing also, seeing other fellow indigenous people of Ambazonia, seeing other members of the African Freedom Advocacy, seeing other members of the Aspire movement, and trying to bring them in. Not only those within the alliance, seeing people of different factions, trying that they understand the importance of a government of national unity. And there are countries just waiting to hear that the other governments without basis have folded up and have joined us. We are ready. There is room for everyone, as I said the other day. There is room for everyone. Every indigenous Ambazonia, what he sought, is welcome.
Thank you, Mr. President. I think as your Prime Minister of the Republic of Ambazonia and the servant of the Most High God, we are not oblivious of the fact that when God decided to bring the kingdom, to raise up a king from the house of Jay-Z with his 8 sons brought the 7th most apt, kind of professional, well-built, presented from Eliab the first son, and the prophet was deceived by the sight and said, this must be the king. He just walked so majestically like the king. And he wanted to pour the anointing oil, and God stopped that. So this is not. And this whole process went through 7 sons of JC, and God rejected all. And the prophet said, I heard God well, that a king was going to be raised anointed from this house. Are this all about your children? Jesus said, yes, of course, this is just all. So just take one of them and make them king. It doesn't matter which one. And the prophet said, if this is all, then I'm afraid. It was only then that Jesus said, well, my last son is in the bush tending the flock. And so just go ahead and take one of them. The prophet said, I'm not going to sit down until that youngest one, that shepherd boy, comes here. And when he came, would you imagine that is the one that was anointed? Now, the formation of a national unity government or a unitary government might go in only for those who have already tested the positions of leadership. And so they will be grandstanding and so on. Is there room for the shepherd boy, for the grassroots, leaders, potential leaders, who might not even have the expertise that many have to be in this government? As I pray, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Prime Minister Archbishop Michael Abongwa, for that very, very succinct breakdown of the national government of national unity. As I did say, everyone is welcome. It doesn't matter if they've been running a government of sorts, which was not recognized, which has no basis, because people will say, oh, wow, when was it recognized? Who recognizes it? I can say this. The Republic of Cameroon is one of the first countries that recognized the Republic of Ambazonia. And if you ask how, they lost the case in Bamenda High Court, HCB 2892. Cameroon recognizes that decision, but has not implemented it. They need just to have got their troops out of the Republic of Ambazonia back to their borders. They haven't done that. But they know this was true and how powerful it was. And for that reason, the Godin Lucas family was persecuted, and a lot of people have been persecuted and continue to be persecuted. People have died, some have just disappeared. And this is a fact. These are just truths. So, on that note, irrespective of what entity someone has been leading, speak to us. Speak to His Eminence Archbishop Michael Abongwa. Speak to myself or other cabinet members. We have space for you. It's very important. Let's form that national government of national unity. Let's get in there. There will be possibilities for shadow governments, even 3 layers. If I believe you won't have a problem with that, Prime Minister. You won't have a problem with that, because this will be part of that government of national unity, making anticipations in case we get there on time. We will be ready, because no country will come in to assist us if they don't see this degree of readiness and preparation from our side. Yes, and some of these so-called governments will have to even shut down their sites, because their websites alone is a bad taste to the perception of certain governments and government officials that I've been talking with, and that you've been talking with as well. So it is. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. President. I think that will happen on the table. I except you think it is very, very important to talk about their websites and so on right here. I think that in the words of the President of the Republic of Ambazonia, His Excellency, the seventh Dr. Florentin Punch, fellow Ambazonians, you have to take the initiative now that you know what you know. Take the initiative to assist, to recommit, or to continue in the right way, in the right place, to end this subjugation, to end this barbaric killing, and counterproductive 7 years to 8 years strategies that drain our finances in diaspora, unaccounted for, drain our resources at home, and bring Amberlanders at home into penury. Mr. President, do you have any cash app or media through which die-hard Ambazonians who are ready to chip in right away could do that and get their hard-earned dollars or family budget accounted for the liberation and recognition of our sovereign nation?
Yes, His Eminence. As you already know, we have Cash App, but it was playing up a little bit at some point, and our technicians and members of directors of the
Okay, just any, not an excuse, just anyone that we have available for now.
Yes, there is
available for now. We trust ourselves. I want to say, fellow Ambazonians, if you give me $1, your dollar will go for that which you gave for. But I don't enjoy dealing with money. Just for the rescue mission, you can say, please, Mr. President, this is what we want to just give that one to the public now, while others come later.
There's one out already. As you know, the website is also, the new website is also being developed. The technicians messaged me today. I saw one of the missed calls. They tried to get one of us, but they couldn't get us because of our charge program during the day. But they messaged me, and I believe they also messaged you, that they had posted a note on the website, republicofambazoniagov.org, a link to go cardless. And before they posted it, they said they had talked with members of the Department of Finance and Economy.
Okay.
So a lot of things happened. The long and short of it is that the BCF registered in the United Kingdom, and I think in Europe as well, has accepted to help us collect our funds and post it for almost nothing. Post it to our various ministries, various departments for almost nothing. Ambazonians should go on our website, Republic of Ambazonia Gov as in gov.org, and the link is there. It's a secured link, and all payments to the Republic of Ambazonia is going to go through Go Cardless and organized by our own entity, BCF. So we will be also having a full takeover at some point with BCF, so that we have a stake and understand how things are really running there and how these funds will be provided. But it's definitely sorted already in a way, because it will be straight into our account when the money is transferred. And we will be having clear accountability, clear paperwork on a daily basis. In fact, for those living in the United Kingdom, you could stop me anytime. I will have access. You would have access. Well, but then everyone who have access at top executive level, they can see what's going on.
Thank you, Mr. President. I am very, very appreciative of your sleepless nights, of your heavy sacrifices for what is going on at the home front, the various needy, urgent cases that need our attention and our aid are being taken care of. There is no way that a freedom fighter can free people without, paying heavy prices. You have been paying those prices. May the Lord bless you to continue doing so. Bless all Ambazonians who have been doing so, and they have not gotten the expected result. Some are getting the result because they have not been opportune to get to hear some of the things that we have to say. But we are going to bring a town hall in the very few days ahead where good news will be broken out to our people. Finally, before Mr. President, you bring your summary, fellow Ambazonians, we have been on the educative interactive encounter for the Republic of Ambazonia. We have touched on the mission to rescue Ambazonians from scammers, scam fundraisers, fake promises, elusive promises, unfounded promises that sound so catchy, and people are ready to squeeze you from your hard-earned money, even this weekend, giving employment to others while these monies are needed on the ground. People are deprived, and yet you want to sit outside there and gather money to keep paying other TV, paying lobbyists to go and do what we will do. Soon, when we have our independence, they want lobbyists to come and lead the presidency for us, come and lead the government for us. We heard the voice of the president saying we have lobbies on the ground, we have lobbies, Ambazonian lobbies, in the diaspora, and we also have volunteer lobbies who will do this service for their love of freedom. We are making all those contacts, diplomatic moves, and permit me to now say that the PMO, the restoration of the Prime Minister's office, was activated, as well as the parliamentary forum, of government, like we had in 1969 and 61. So Southern Cameroon's constitution in council, order in council. We hear about Federal Republic of Cameroon. We were Republic of Southern Cameroon and not a Federal Republic of Southern Cameroon. When we confederated with the Republic of Cameroon, West Cameroon Constitution Law 1961, Appendix 2, established a constitution for the federal state of West Cameroon. Schedule Section 2 established the office of Prime Minister and Head of Government of the Federated State of West Cameroon and not a Federal Republic of Southern Cameroon, which Honorable Joseph Wilbur cited in the Republic of Cameroon's parliament and keeps, paying dearly for that bold representation of the people of West Cameroon constitutionally, while SDF, Social Democratic Front parliamentary group, showed their cowardice by being mute, like CPDM parliamentarians from the English speaking, or from the then Southern Cameroon, or West Cameroon Federated State. Those are federalists sticking onto Federal Republic of Ambazonia implicitly or explicitly. Mr. President, your conclusion, and it will be a day for today. Thank you, Ambazonians, for listening. Don't go away.
Thank you very much, Prime Minister, His Eminence Archbishop Michael Abongwa. It's been a brilliant talk today, brilliant discussion. It's always great having discussions with you. In discussions with you, I learn as well. And there are few of your kind willing to impart knowledge on our people, on other leaders, on fellow comrades, to the extent and degree that you do. And so I really laud and hail you. I laud your efforts, and I say thank you very much for everything. This program has touched a number of things. The Special Rescue Mission continues. We have to rescue our people from scams. We cannot be paying lobbyists when we've got thousands of lobbyists in Ambazonia who are unemployed. Even more worsening is we've got thousands of Ambazonians who can do great stuff for us, achieve a lot for us. And there are Ambazonians in the diaspora who can push a lot of things for us and have been pushing a lot of things for us. Evidence, the sort of pressure we've been having from foreign governments on La République du Cameroon to quit our territory. So we also have touched on the sovereignty doctrine and why the Triple Alliance is still alive, and it will keep going and doing the work for the benefit of the people. The Royal government is not a new government. It's been existing for more than 30 years. We basically just took it over it. And one of the main reasons was that we respect His Royal Highness Fongoji Dinka for all his great work. But again, it's unethical for us to be dragging him into diplomatic meetings and facing or meeting very young people, younger than his own children, me and you. So we had to do something, yes, but that was not the main reason. There are more other reasons which we will not disclose here. We wish him well. I'll call on Ambazonians to continue to give him the support he needs. We pray also that he will see us go through with the restoration of the sovereignty of the Republic of Ambazonia in our lifetime. So a government of national unity is on its way. We put our trust in our brother, our elder brother, our Archbishop, His Eminence, Archbishop Michael Chang Abongwa. And so far, he's been doing a stellar job for our people. And I have also been there doing my bit. And we talk virtually 24 hours a day. We talk almost every time, even at midnight. Fellow Ambazonians, there is no moment that I sleep. There is no moment that His Eminence would be sleeping even and hear the phone call coming in and not pick it. No. We mean serious business. We are on the side of truth. The Republic of Ambazonia is the only legitimately, legally recognized internationally, the only government that's legally recognized, the only government that's internationally recognized worldwide, and it's our foundation, it's our rock. And so we protect it with everything we have, and we are bent and serious about government of national unity, an inclusive government, and our doors are open for business. We thank you all. Today is the 26th of August of October 2023. For you in Ground Zero, you're already on the 27th, Thursday 27th. We wish you well. We don't want to hear of any more deaths. We hail the brave ones, the boysies and girlsies, so, for their formidable effort, the challenge they've put up so far. We would never let them down. We would keep giving them our utmost support. And for those of us in the diaspora, remember, Go Cardless links will be going out for $1, for $5, recurring payments, one-off payments, $10, $20. For without money, we wouldn't be able to achieve quickly the results we all count on. Thank you very much, Mr. Prime Minister. Thank you, His Eminence.
Thank you very much, our beloved, youthful, and visionary, energetic President of the Republic of Ambazonia, Dr. Florentin Ponchi. It is true that you are matching words with action. And I love your simplicity. I know you have promised, and I want all to know that this is our transitional government. We take you to Boya in the nearest future. We will not hang onto power. So permit me to say thank you, a big thank you to President Florentin for that wonderful letter you wrote to appreciate the work of our father, the father of Ambazonia, His Royal Majesty, Bonfongom Gojik Dinka. I thank you, Papa Ambazonia. I thank you for that brave challenge you took. If you kept waiting for the experts, for the status quo, nothing would have happened. But you rose up as a student, as a law student, wondering why jurists, magistrates, and the rest will not do this. You did what you did from, a student's life, and it has yielded until now. In the same spirit with President Florentin, we pray that the recognition, the restoration of our sovereignty happens in your lifetime. We will run and climb and go up and down and bring the crown and bring that elephant and put before you. Farewell, dear audience, well-wishers of Ambazonia, those who are sitting on the fence, jump on the bandwagon. Jump on your freedom, jump into the freedom wagon. Those who can do it in prayers, keep us in your sincere, fervent prayers, because they avail much if you are faithful unto the Lord with little things. Like little David and Moses and Joshua, we will bring you the expected results. So get on, give joyfully. God loveth a cheerful giver. And don't, so on stony or thorny soil, but on the fertile soil of the Republic of Ambazonia government. For the international body, we continue to say, thank you, United States of America. You have given military sanctions to the Republic of Cameroon, aggression and human rights violations on Southern Cameroonians. You have renewed or extended the TPS program. United States, you have called on both parties to go to the mediation table without precondition. You further granted this TPS not only to Southern Cameroonians, but to the Republic of Cameroon as well. Canada, you have tried yours, sponsoring peace initiative. United Nations, you have called for immediate ceasefire and commitment to peace talks. It is sad that Republic of Cameroon has violated your call, United Nations, disrespecting the call for ceasefire. Secretary General Antonio Guterres, take action. Switzerland had given her country as venue for negotiation. It was mismanaged, aborted. The European Union has insisted that root causes to this conflict be discussed. African Union has asked same. African countries have chosen the legal and peaceful resolution. If we must stop the continuous killing, the genocidal war that is raging at the Gulf of Guinea, Southern Cameroon's Ambazonia that got independent from Resolution 1608 in 21st April 1961, fixing 1st of October 1961 as the fruition of that independence. It is only right that we follow historical facts, teach our people these truths, and get even the Gambia ruling on human and people's rights declaration that recognize the Southern Cameroon, and come to terms with the fact that federal republics never succeeded Republic of Southern Cameroon. Only the Republic of Ambazonia, headed by His Excellency President and Head of State for Ambazonia, Honorable Gojidinka, succeeded that state. And that is the government you are coming into. Those of us who had made errors and joined because of compassion, because of the rampant killing, harassment, and kidnapping for ransom, joined the governments before getting to look at the truth. Please, you will make no error leaving any outfit that has deceived you now that you know the truth. God bless you. See you again with a full-fledged interim government of the Republic of Ambazonia. Good night. Your servant, President Florentine Pons, and Prime Minister of the Republic of Ambazonia. Thank you, our dear technician at the audio console. See you again. Shalom. Peace in the homeland. Thank you very much from my heart. Bye.